Okay, episode 12. Now, with animes, usually it's like episode 12 or episode 13 is like the big stuff, like big action. So, it usually, because this is 52 episodes, so if you guys haven't seen animes, they're usually like 52 episodes or sometimes 64, and that's just the whole thing. Usually it goes 13, then it goes 26, then it goes my math, 39. Sometimes they don't care about 39, and then it goes like 52. Or they do like, I guess another three would be like, yeah. But, anyways, another 13 would be some. Anyways, but you get the point. So, I'm assuming this is going to be an action packed episode. Not action packed, because I don't think we're going to beat Tao N. I think we're just going to have a conversation. Either this is going to be an action packed episode or it's going to be next episode. So I have my guess is this episode is going to be more Tao oriented, obviously. And then once this is done, there's not going to be like huge conflict. The next one is going to have How in it, and that's going to like transition into the real like stuff with the shaman fight. So that's my guess, but we'll see. All right, so we're just going to jump right into it. So 3, 2, 1, go. Wait, 3, 2, 1, go. I missed the play button. That was awkward. So here we'll find Talon. They're at the top floor already? Weren't they at the basement? That was fast. Yo's like, sure. I think Yo knows it's not gonna be a huge fight. Well, that's awkward. So not at the top floor, they're where Ryu and Horo are. And Ryu's just been Ryu's in a chokehold now. So that's not a good start. Uh I mean, I'm not that worried. Like, if I'm being honest, because I could be like dramatic and give you some more content and be like, "Oh man, wow! I hope Ryu's not dead. What about Horo?" But they're not dead. They're not dead. I think we all know they're not. They're fine. Well, not fine. They've probably been beaten up pretty bad, but pretty sure it's gonna be like, "Oh no!" And then Ren's gonna be like, "Yo, let's just combo attack and then take him out," and then En's gonna show up. He's gonna be like, "Ren, what are you doing?" I'm sorry. I'm like killing all the hype for this. This episode's not like hype. Don't expect hype. I think this would be. I'm not expecting it. If there is, then I'm sure you guys will be waiting for it, waiting for me to see it. But I'm expecting a very mundane, but like kind of nice, somber-ish. I know we just saw Ryu in a chokehold, so that's not really somber. That's like the opposite of somber, but like kind of like a somber end. Ren versus N, the end of Tao. Did I see the preview last time? Oro is at least breathing. He's conscious. Ryu's completely knocked out. I like how N was like, yeah, I'm gonna make Power Rangers, and I'm gonna make the Red Ranger like zombies. I'm gonna make the Red Ranger like way stronger. Oh, that's the sensei. I forgot that. Yeah, that's Lee Pylon's sensei. I totally forgot about that. They used him now. Wow, that was some good setup. That was in the old one, but I completely forgot about that. Yeah, that's pretty bad. It's pretty bad because the only way you were able to beat Pylon was with him. So they got a rejuvenized version. Scientifically modifying the finest corpses. Oh, okay. So his soul isn't younger. His body is. That seems like a waste. Looks like the other four were just to make you overconfident. Like, huh? Yeah. You can't have Pylon's teacher be there and not have Pylon. I like how now you have all the stitches. I didn't notice earlier, yeah, he didn't have all those stitches. The iconic look, he has a bunch of stitches. He's like a Frankenstein, like martial artist, but I didn't notice until now, but yeah, he didn't have his stitches. Sorry if the subtitles, like the quality kind of dips and it's hard to read it, but I'll have like the little stuff so you can see what's going on roughly. You guys have seen the episode, hopefully, so you don't need to worry about the subtitles too much. I can read them, but because if I shrink them, it'll probably look worse and it'll be hard to read it. So I like to believe now with June and Pylon like getting closer that this will be easier, but not easy, but easier. Hmm. Wow, didn't take very long. Pylon just suddenly became so loyal to June. He went. He went from like, yeah, I guess I'll stick with you to if you lay a finger on her, I'll destroy him. The rate that Chads become simps, man, it's it's horrible. Let this be a lesson to all of you. All right, doesn't matter how incredible you may seem, even if you were a full-on like top tier alpha male. All right, you too can crumble, bro. His hair changed into hearts. How did Ryu suddenly just gain consciousness, bro? His hair morphed. What? Damn. Where do you get the bracelets from? He has like Lee, Rock Lee's like weights, but on his arms, like his leg weights on his arm. How is Ryu just suddenly like, okay? Shaman King is like a crossover between like a shonen and Looney Tunes. Ryu's hair changed into hearts, and he just regained consciousness. That looks nothing. Yeah. Mm. I also didn't address how easy it was to just take out the mustache. Ren's dad. Where's the size? I really missed out on size here when it came to genetics. I didn't address how easy it was for them to just take out the master. Bro, Ryu's hair changed again. Now it's a V. What? Oh, wow. Good job, guys. I guess we're done. Oh, damn. Well, on the bright side is, on the bright side is, on the bright side, I'm pretty sure they're not going to hesitate a second time. Now that they know he can grow back, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm fighting an opponent and I know he can grow back his limbs, I'm not hesitating. I'm chopping your limbs straight off. I'm going straight for the head. Ooh. Ah. She makes it sound so easy. I love June, but you should really remember perspective here. Yeah. Also, I like how she says, "I'll have to break your head." You do realize Pylon's he's conscious of his own actions, right? You're not technically ordering him to do stuff. Is she? I don't think she is. He's like just like just her bodyguard. He didn't need to sit in the chair. You didn't need to do that. That was just excessive. That was too big of a flex. Forsaken Tao. I mean, yeah, dependency is it's not the most powerful thing in the world. He's a fake. Smoke and mirrors. He's actually using special effects. He's just a little guy in the background. Oh, he crumbled into pieces. Hmm. It's interesting. Like he's using the idea of like everyone's different and special as like you can never truly have someone understand you. That's spoilers. You're not supposed to spoil the dragon. Everyone knows he's a dragon, but not like you also saw them. Anyways, yo, Manta, bro, Manta this entire time. First off, June is just standing there and watching her brother go through a mental trauma, and Manta the entire time has just been sitting down in the same position. Yo wasn't on the pillar. I don't think Yo was on the pillar, was it? That's why I need my friends to get stronger. Mm. Nani? Did he say octopus? Suicidal friends. That's his new power. I'm kidding. I'm just trying to bring back what I said last time. Trying to piss some people off. It's a joke. They don't really have much of a choice in this situation, so like father like son. Always pissed. So quick to stab and slash. I like the music. It's fun. Oh wait, this is a soundtrack I like. Yeah, he's figured it out. It's not real. He's basing it off, yeah, for yeah, it's for Yoku. It's not the solid body. Hmm. It's like when you get a needle, right? Like if you relax your muscles, it hurts less, but if you tense up, it hurts more. That's why it's the kids always have so much struggle because it's like when you're a kid and you're like the fear comes in. So I'm basically comparing Talon as to a needle. I don't know if that analogy works, but I think it's not bad. It's the first time they've seen their real dad. See, now they look more alike, family resemblance instead of like a big dude. It's like what? I feel like Ren didn't figure this out based on like anything else but the fact he was like, you know what? As he was growing older, he was like, Dad, you don't look like me. Something's off. So that he deceived his own children. Yeah, he never showed his true face to even his kids. So, deceived you, nor have I wavered. It's merely taken a bit off guard. That's wavering. I was never, I never wavered. I was just taken off guard. It's like, huh? Means wretched creatures beyond all redemption. Whoa! What the what? He's a samurai, but not samurai because he's Chinese. Looks sick. 2000. Dun 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 dun. And ancestry. Nice. Hmm. I mean, that's why he came all the way here for freedom, right? This looks pretty cool. I'm pretty sure in Bassan's life, he never thought he was gonna punch a dragon in the face. Granted, it's a dragon with a weird face, but human fat guy's face. His dad's not very good at keeping his oversoul, but I'm pretty sure that's because it's the same thing as Ren. Like he's doing what Yo did, but against his dad. He's making his dad like lose focus. Gramps just pulled a gun. He was like, "Stop." See, now this makes more sense why his mother would, be with a guy like Yen. It's like, damn, he's pretty big. I don't know how this works. Uh, but no, that one makes more sense. It's like, okay, yeah, you're both like same proportions. You don't have like one that's like like 6 stories tall. Hmm. Yeah, no, his Gramps is a bad guy. Most people would consider that evil these days. Uh, the Wild Mountain. Yeah, it's like a balance kind of thing. So it's trying to like justify it based on like they had their reasons for being evil. It's like a survival thing, right? If you don't do it, you are gonna lose power, and then eventually, narrow-minded cannot embody a great spirit. He was confronted with. Okay, classic old anime man's logic. It's like, okay, you know what? How about you just interpret it for yourself? Yeah, no, he's gotta start that fighting. Bro, put the gun down. Yeah, no, he's isolated. See, now when you look at it, they're a lot alike. He was like, yeah, that makes sense. I like how Ren was like, I'm gonna take a horse. Where is that? Where did that girl come from? She did a tour guide? I'm sorry, that dragon is ridiculous. I can't take that thing seriously. Hmm? Thunder sword. Thunder, lightning. Cool. Fun. Tokyo. Hmm? Oh, is it Marley? As in Marley? Is that what he's talking about? Is that who he's referring to when he says Bob? I think so. Knowing Yo, I'm assuming that's what he meant. I was like, what? Bob? Who's Bob? I'm assuming he means, yeah, okay. That's they're so like candid about it. Well, okay, the shaman fights. So I'm assuming that's gonna be yeah. But so this was actually pretty good though. Despite like I think episode 13 will be the that'll definitely be the how one. That'll definitely be like the full on like boom. Like that'll be like the big like okay, we're transitioning to the next phase. But this is pretty good. I like how did I forget? I forgot. Yeah, I forgot some. Yeah, I forgot about the like sensei. Uh, Pylon's sensei was the. But they just got rid of him really fast, so I don't even actually kind of remember how they got rid of him. And then I like how the answer to Ren's like battle was to like the lesson he learned from Yo. And how? Oh boy. Okay. And how? And how? That's actually a pun. I didn't even realize that. And how? Funny. Works. I like it. Um but yeah, I mean overall we got there was actually a lot in this. We got Pylon. This I would say this was better than the last one because at least the last one you had like okay, Ren shows up, gets imprisoned, like that. And then uh Ryu and Horo have like a moment of like, oh, we're cool, and then it's like, all right, cool, and then Yo just goes in, sees Ren, and then it's over. This one was like, oh, actually, Ryu and Ren aren't that cool. They're cool, but they're not that cool, and then they get knocked out. Um, the stuff with Ryu's hair, I just don't understand. Can somebody like? How many times did Ryu change his hair today? Like Ryu was a weird character during this whole thing. Like I'm thinking about it, there was he was knocked out, then his hair changed automatically based on his emotion. Then it changed again. Then Ryu's a really weird guy. Ryu's a weird guy in this story. Horo I will give them credit, both of them. The fact that they cut his hands off like that. They didn't even ask questions. They were just like, no, like his hand got cut off and then like the other one like froze off and it was like, okay. Like they wanted the smoke. They were like, yeah, well, no, we're ready to fight. We're completely fine with this. I was like, okay, okay, this that's not bad. That's not bad. But yeah, no, it just kind of I wasn't too far off when I said like it was special effects. I kind of knew what it was. I was starting to remember, but I knew it wasn't special effects. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's just it's Furioku. So, but like the whole battle itself was basically like focus, right? Like because Yo had that over Ren, and that just became like the whole lesson with the Tao father son thing, where it was like, okay, Ren learned that okay, I have a tendency to, blow my fuse and, my temper, I end up losing focus. And then the other one, he was like, well, okay, if that applies to me, it probably applies to him. And then he was like, well, that probably applies to his Furyoku losing focus and all that stuff. As to how Ren figured out that wasn't him, I kind of I joked about it, but I think it could also be true. Like I just chalked it up to like he's kind of ridiculously large, almost comically large. Like I'm pretty sure Ren at one point kind of figured out maybe this isn't exactly what you really look like. Um, Also, I like how the dad is just he's addicted. He almost has like an impulsive reaction to any form of punishment. He just like he pulls out the strap. He's like, okay, what'd you say? It's like what? It's like Gramps, relax. It was just a comment. I'm sorry. It's just I don't know. Like I like how it was because we saw in with Pylon. Pylon like in this flashback, like it was the Gramps that shot him, right? I like how it now became kind of comedic air quotes because it's still kind of like also the whole Gramps' thing about like it's kind of like how you perceive it when you say like evil. Um, I'll say this based on the context of this family and like the people currently in it and the situations and like all that stuff. When you take it under these contexts, I would say they should perceive themselves as evil. And I don't think it's excusable. No matter what that, whole process of like, well, at the time things, blah 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 blah. I kind of look at it as like, yeah, but no. Um, However, the message there might carry over to some other characters, so I found it interesting. I was like, okay, okay, I see what we're trying to do here, but at the end of the day, uh, they're scummy. they're pretty scummy. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna look at like the Tao family and be like, well, they had their reasons. It's like, yeah, they had their reasons, but they also didn't have enough reasons for them to do all the stuff they did. So I'm gonna leave it at that for that. And then it was also the first time we saw the mom, which she looks pretty normal. What else? We didn't really see anyone else. Oh yeah, Manta like just continuously. This dude never failed. He was continuously in the same pose, like like back against the wall. Manta has this weird habit in this show of always doing the same thing. Like he's just repetitive. He has like these patterns of like, oh, I'm gonna run off. I'm gonna go get help. Yo needs some help. Or like, oh my god, there's something so intimidating in front of me. I'm like, not gonna lie, I'm gonna like it when we get to that point where this, stuff gets harder and harder, and it's gonna get more and more ridiculous for you to stay around. So I'm like, I'm not saying I don't like Mata. I like Mata. I'm just saying I'd like it if we kept more of the characters that feel more original. Mata maybe has become kind of a gimmick for some things, so I'm like, maybe we should give you a break, buddy. So I'm hoping for that. That's gonna be fun. And what else? Yo. Oh yeah, Yo was oddly calm throughout this entire thing, like more calm than usual. Cause Yo, it's not like he doesn't like it doesn't hit him like what's going on or like oh man we could die. Like it's not like he doesn't know that, but it's just like usually he's aware of it. Well, he is aware of it, but usually he shows a little more like no, like with the Faust thing, right? Like he was like fearing for Monta's life. He was like kind of exhausted and pissed and angry. Now, granted, he moved on from that, but that's still like he still has that like you know normal human reaction when you're about to like get fight a big like warlord. It's just like throughout the entire thing, Ren was like, "Are you ready, Yo?" And Yo was like, "Mm-hmm, mm-hmm." It's like, "Are you sure?" It's like, "Mm-hmm." It's like, you seem oddly calm. It's like, nah, I'm just good. I'm cool. I mean, we got you, so it's fine. It's like, yeah, but it doesn't mean we're set, right? Like, it's like, yeah, I know, but I mean, it'll work out. It's like, okay. So I don't know. It's just one of those things that I was like, I kind of get it, but at the same time, weirdly calm throughout the entire thing. But yeah, anyways, my point was, Ren got a sword. So that's pretty cool. That sword is so funny to me because it's like one of those lightsaber extendable toys. If you guys have had one of those, because it's like a blade that control like it goes in and it comes out like it retracts the same way as those lightsaber toys. So you'll literally see you literally see Ren, except it's an actual blade, but you literally see Ren go like, and especially since it's a thunder sword, so I imagine it's gonna like eventually it's going to have something to do with lightning association, right? So you're just going to have like it's literally going to be a lightsaber. That's going to be so funny. I don't think I'll be able to take him seriously, but what else? Was there anything else? Uh no, I think that was it. We didn't get to see any well, I guess Pylon is back to normal. I wasn't really shocked because I mean, even though Pylon was dismantled, he's a zombie. So if you were expecting me to go like, "Oh my God, Pylon's back and he defeated his sensei," I'm like, I know Pylon's back. He's a zombie. He's not gonna like. You could pick him. See, Taoen knew he was like, okay, I can take him apart. That's gonna stop him. So that's good enough. So he did that, which I was like, okay, fair. But that didn't make me think like, oh, he's dead. It's like he's already dead. Of course he's dead. It's like saying like water's wet. It's like also no, I'm not gonna go into that discussion. Um, but yeah, like it's just one of those things where it's like well, I'm not surprised that he came back, but I was kind of a little lost on the sensei thing. So he said he was a shaman. So, but does that mean so? Like, help me out in the comments. So he was. I'll have to look back. See, I'm really sorry because I'll probably watch back and I'll understand what it was. But kept saying he was a shaman because Manta said he's a shaman, and then I kind of just glossed over it, and then he said, "Yes, I am a shaman." Dun dun dun. I was like, "Wait, like as in like you can summon things, like you have like an oversoul and stuff like that?" I was like, "Is that what I'm supposed to interpret here?" But I don't know. I mean, he's dead, so I don't understand how it works. Yeah. So if someone can in the comments like explain like what the what's the deal with that? Because I even though I'll probably watch it, I may have trouble understanding it. But I may watch something about it and like figure out better. But I mean, at the end of the day, don't bother yourself with it if it's like because at the end of the day, he died. He's gone. Like I don't think we're gonna have to see that come back anytime soon. And if it does, it'll probably just be explained in a way, and I might figure it out better. I didn't kind of see, I just didn't see it coming because in my head I was like, well, he's just been brought back to life. It's the same thing as Pyron. But then I was like, well, I guess June has the talismans. I don't know. I saw it. I was like, well, I didn't consider it being something special. And then they kept saying he's a shaman, so I was like, maybe it is something special. So I don't know actually. But yeah, but if you want to comment anything else about this episode, anything you liked or disliked, or if you have something you want to ask me or something you want to mention that I may have like glossed over and like, hey, did you notice this? Because there was some things that like I may have not figured out for myself. This episode, I will be honest, in terms of information, I was kind of like filling in stuff in my head of like, well, I mean, like I kind of know how this is gonna play out, but then I also wasn't really paying attention too much on the differences. My bad on that. Um, Mostly because I knew this was gonna end, and I knew how it was gonna kind of end. So I was like, the stakes. Usually, when the stakes are really high, I was like, oh, okay, I'll read this. But for this one, even though the stakes were high technically, I just kind of looked at it. I was like, well, I know how this is gonna end, so I was just kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited for How. So I was kind of playing this off until I was like, okay, next episode we're gonna see How, and then I was like, wait, he's a shaman? Wait, okay, so the Tao family had some issues back in the day of like trust and stuff, and that's why you can't like worry about it. So I was like, I was kind of missing some stuff. So if you guys have anything in terms of those that you wanted me to talk about, or like maybe I might have missed and you may have noticed because I haven't mentioned it or something like that, you can talk about it in the comments and like inform me or like whatever, or just be like, hey, dummy, you missed this. And I'll be like, drats, damn, I did. I'll be like, okay, well, that's cool. And maybe I'll ask for more information because you guys are the smart ones. All right. You guys are the self proclaimed geniuses. So I'm relying on your genius 200 IQ abilities here. So yeah, if you guys like this kind of reaction or anything Shaman King related, like the video. If you want to keep up with any of these kinds of reactions or anything Shaman King related, you got to hit that subscribe button as well with the bell. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This has been my reaction to Shaman King episode 12. I'm looking forward to the next episode. We're going to see how. Take care, you guys. I'll see you guys next time.